Jai Govinda. Friends, today we are going to dive into the booking ticket system in Tirupati Balaji temple, and how it is being taken advantage to discriminate against the very vulnerable and the poor by the Christian missionary run Tirupati Tirumala Devasthanam, which is called as TTD. We covered this in our previous video. If you didn't see it, see how TTD that is run by the Christian missionaries. Okay, let me give you who is this. Okay, you see here now. Okay, we will go more into the ticketing system very soon. But if you see here, the TTD Trust Board Chairman Y.V. Subba Reddy. Okay, you see that he is the chairman. Who is he? He is the own uncle of Jagan Reddy, okay, of YSRP Congress that is ruling Andhra now, okay, who is a converted Christian. And of course, his dad wanted to build a church in Tirumala. He asked the question, why 7 hills for Balaji? Why not for others? And spoke secularism. Okay, and this man, so the uncle, is the in charge of Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam. Can you believe this? Okay, and what do they do now? Okay, you have to understand their wordings very clearly. Everywhere TTD put together and ask and extract money from the people. And wherever TTD, that is the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam board, okay, extracts money and discriminates the poor and the vulnerable, they will always give you the reason to say stop the conversion. Stop the conversion from who? These are the people who run here. Okay, you have our interview from the head priest, okay, Ramana Dikshidulu. If you didn't see that already, please see it. Ramana Dikshidulu, the head priest of Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam, has told how the Christian missionaries even worked on blocking the Naivedyam to God. Okay, you have to watch that video. This is not a gossip. This is not anything just spreading a rumor. This is a message he clearly goes into and says how close to 21 to 27 days the Naivedyam was blocked. Okay, and you have to see it. And some of the major and important Agama Vidhi dependent pujas are being blocked. Why it is being done was clearly explained by Mr. Ramana Dikshidulu, which you must see. A couple of things started happening in Tirumala using one entity that took advantage and meant money like crazy on the name of Corona. Okay, on the name of the pandemic. It was TTD, Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam. Okay, and how do they do that? Two-step process. In Sanatana Dharma, it is always said that Gopura Darisanam is Kodi Punyam. For Sanatana Dharmis, it is more important to go and have darshan of the temple tower. And now you cannot go there, because if you have to cross the foothills of Tirumala, you have to show the darshan ticket. What is happening with the darshan ticket? If you have money, if you are rich and famous, you will get the darshan, not for poor and middle class. Why it is done so? See, these guys have filled Tirupati with churches. Okay, filled Tirupati. This is a Tirthasthal, but they have filled it with the churches. Okay, and now all the churches are free for the people who go and worship there, isn't it? But not the Tirupati Balaji temple. Okay, they have absolutely strangled the poor and the middle class, because you have to buy a ticket to get in. You know how much it is? Okay, it depends upon how soon you want to have darshan. I am going to give you breathtaking numbers. Who runs this? Subba Reddy. Who is Subba Reddy? The uncle of Jagan Reddy, whose whole family is working hard in officially converting people. And of course, their main job is looting the hundi money and paying for the pastors a monthly salary. you can become a pastor in Andhra and you can make a handsome salary. This rule has come after Jagan Reddy became the CM. Of course, Bharat Marg already exposed once that they did a discounted price air ticket to Jerusalem. That's not wrong, but what they did was they printed on the back of the ticket of the buses that is going from Tirupati to Tirumala, that is the downhill to uphill. Who goes there? Millions and millions of devotees. And when you buy the ticket there on the bus, or for the bus, on the back there was a Christian missionary propaganda. And of course, it's very common for seeing the Christian missionary propaganda in the buses. Okay, but Bharat Marg was the first one to expose it and made sure that it's taken off from the back of the ticket. Okay, if you don't know, please go and watch that video. I will make sure it is on the description for you to see how the Christianization happened using the bus ticket of the passengers going to Tirupati temple. And of course, our next video, if you didn't see it, how the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam was using the caste-based reservation system. You heard it in the job, and yes, you heard me right. Okay, caste-based reservation system. If you are a BC, SC, ST, and if you are a fisherman community, whatever that is, okay, you get some kind of treatment. Okay, that means tomorrow you will be going to Tirupati temple, you had to showcase your caste certificate. We have done a video on it. And when the TTD Devasthanam gave us a pushback saying that we are lying, we put out the words of the head priest himself saying how the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam is officially involved in conversion. Okay, and now you see the board was very small by the time Jagan Reddy came and became a CM. And now what he did was he made a jumbo board. Okay, close to 56 people or somebody's in the board. Who are these people? Not the saints, not the spiritual gurus, not the philanthropists who donate money for the cause of Sanatana Dharma. Who are the people in the board? Mainly the people in the board are the people who cannot get a ministerial berth in his ministry, or he has 5 deputy CMs, probably they were the 6th one who couldn't get the deputy CM post. Okay, and these people were accommodated in Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam temple board so that they get a car, their PA gets a car, their wife gets a car, they get the fuel, everything is hundi money, everything is hundi money. And when it dried up, see what they did, how they made a discrimination against the poor and the vulnerable. Okay, why they do it? Because the churches will say, okay, well, you know what? You cannot go to Tirupati temple because you are poor. You are being discriminated. The temple discriminates the poor. So you come to church and we invite you all. And who are the people who are discriminating? The guys who sit in the TTD board. Who are the guys in the board? These are all the guys who are led by Y.V. Subba Reddy. Okay, who is the own uncle of Jagan Reddy, who is a converted Christian himself, and the whole his family is converted. Okay, he is the boss of the Tirupati Balaji temple. So they will hit the poor, they will hit the middle class, saying that you have to pay a hefty amount of money to come and have Darshan in Tirupati Balaji temple. And the churches will hug them and say, you walk in here and we welcome the poor, we welcome the middle class, we don't tax you like the Tirupati temple. Why do they collect the money? You have to keep in mind, everywhere you go and see in their site, they will talk about how they are working hard to stop the conversion. Okay, it is like, why you have to even talk about it? Because they are the big time promoters of it. You see here, Divya Darshan, okay, Darshan and Divya Darshan. These are all free. Okay, Divya Darshan is free thing. Why? The people who walk, the pilgrims who walk the 7 hills and go to the Tirupati Balaji Darshan will get the ticket for Divya Darshan. Okay, and now see here, I am clicking it. See here, due to COVID, this service is temporarily stopped. That means this is one of the free darshans and they stopped it because of the COVID. You see Sarva Darshan, the slaughter Sarva Darshan free quota for the month January 2022 are completely booked. Okay, nobody knows how much, what, but there is no Sarva Darshan happening. Okay, you cannot get into the temple without money, and they say they are allowing 5,000 people. But my question is simple. Now, for example, Tirupati Devasthanam has introduced a ticket for the temple priced at rupees 1 to 1.5 crore. Tirumala temples Udayasmanas Seva, the most expensive religious service in the world. Okay, how much? 1 to 1.5 crore, depending upon, this is for ticket. Tirumala Venkateshwara temple where devotees wait, make a quick payment of 300 per darshan. So the 300 rupees darshan is available. I will say you how they take advantage of that too. Okay, the temple management is now planning to bring in the seva, arguably the most expensive in the world, which would allow the devotees and his families, okay, sit in the sanctum and other designated areas watching the divine rituals. Okay, the ticket price Udaya Astamana is proposed as an astronomical rupees 1 crore, and on Fridays will go up to 1.5 crore, which includes Abhishekam. Now, whenever you go for 300 rupees ticket, they will say it is booked. So, who is the person most affected by this? The poor, the vulnerable, okay, the middle class, who comes all the way from various parts of Bharat to have darshan in the Bhuloka Vaikuntham, the most spiritual place on the world, Tirupati. They want to have a darshan. Now, these guys have blocked the entry in the foothill itself, so you cannot even have the darshan of the temple tower. Number one. Number two, no free darshan. They say it is there, but God knows how and when, because we tried a lot and there is no way to book it. Okay, there is no way to book it. Number three, the Divya Darshanam, where the pilgrims walk the seven hill and get the darshan ticket to get inside. That is blocked because that is also free. And why these are blocked? Because the free darshan spreads COVID, coronavirus, whereas the paid darshans doesn't spread it. Can you believe it? Okay, the 300 rupees ticket, very minimal they give. Now, we tried a lot. By myself, I just want to see what kind of scam these people are doing to allow the people to have darshan, okay, and how they are ripping it off and how they are promoting conversion. Okay, I'm going to show you something. Okay, now see here. This is the ticket. Do you see me here? My name, the details and all are blocked, okay, for privacy reasons. And this is a Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam beginning break darshan, because it happens at the morning 5 o'clock. And if you see, for the total amount of 3,000 only, okay, that is, we went 6 people, so 500 rupees ticket, okay, but we ended up paying 10,500 rupees to have darshan in Tirupati temple per ticket, 10,500 folks. So when we went 6 people, you can calculate 10,500 times 6, okay, was paid, and then we were able to have darshan. How many people can afford it? To 10,500 rupees per person to have darshan, because there is no free darshan, there is no Divya Darshan, which is also free. Okay, of course we understand that free darshan spreads corona, but not the paid darshans. And the paid darshan, any day you can book it, any day, instantaneously. The brokers are roaming around all the time, and you catch hold of a broker, and 10,500 you get it, and you get the ticket value as 500. Okay, 10,500 you had to pay, but you will get a ticket for 500. Okay, now let's see what happens. Okay, for the rest of the 10,000, right? So we couldn't get free darshan, we couldn't get Divya Darshanam. Okay, so we couldn't get the 300 rupees ticket. So if you want to have darshanam at all, then we have to go through the Srivani Trust. Okay, now when you go through Srivani Trust, this is how we went. Okay, that is, we paid 10,500 rupees per ticket to have darshan. When you go in that darshan they don't push you, they just say you to go fast, and of course they give prasadam too, in the inside the sanctum. Okay, they give you a banana, which normally they don't do it in any other darshanam where the poor and middle class used to come also. What the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam board is working on is to eliminate the poor and the middle class from having darshan at all. You cannot even have a Gopura darshanam because you will be stopped in the foothill itself. You have to show the ticket to get inside, and you see, this is the ticket. Construction and the maintenance of Sri Venkateshwara Alaya Nirvana Trust, okay, is established broadly with a below objective: construction and maintenance of Venkateshwara Swami temple at various locations across India, providing amenities to perform religious rituals, functions and festivals, renovate, protect, preserve and maintain gopurams and archaeological buildings, which reflects the glory of Indian cultures and tradition. Srivani Trust also contributes construct Venkateshwara Swami temple in various locations all over the country, particularly SC, ST and BC. Okay, and the weaker section, this is what we exposed, how they are using the caste card, okay, for their political benefit, at the same time breaking the Hindu Dharma, our Sanatana Dharma, in the name of the temple, okay, and the weaker sections in the colonies more prone to religious conversion. Okay, see, this is the joke of the year. Okay, this TTD temple, which is led and run by the uncle of Jagan Reddy, that is YV Subba Reddy, is working hard to stop the religious conversion. The funds received by the trust are also used for renovation of old temples and other dharma pracharams activities. In order to honor the contribution donor towards Hindu Dharma Parirakshaka, the one-time privilege of VIP break darshan was approved by the TTD board. You see, for donors contributing rupees 10,000 to the trust. You see this? Okay. So when we got the ticket, it's not that we want to. This is the break darshan. You see that beginning break darshan. This is the Srivani, this thing, where we got the ticket for 500 per person. Okay. Whereas we were forced to pay 10,000 donation. Can you believe, folks? Many people in Bharat, many Sanatana Dharmis, whose heart, they work hard to reach Tirupati from wherever they live to come and have a darshan of Balaji. They save their entire life savings to come here to have darshan. And these goons sitting in the TTD board, okay, what do? Okay, they want to upgrade the ticket to 10,500 rupees, folks. 10,500 per person to walk in. Okay, when we went 6 people, 6 times 10,500. Okay, how many people can afford it? Many people in India today don't have a salary of 10,000 per month. Okay, and guess what? They will come all the way to Tirupati, but they will not even able to see the Gopuram. That is the temple tower also they cannot see because they don't have the ticket in the hand. The entire goal of the TTD board, okay, which is filled with the politicians who didn't get the ministerial berth, or the politicians, aspiring politicians who didn't even get the ticket, are the stakeholders of this Tirupati Tirumala Jumbo Trustee Board. Okay, and no problem, this is a Christian conversion place anyway. You will be made into a temple trustee where you have a full access to the hundi money, and your brokers will find ways for getting the tickets sold and those kind of things also. So you will have a pretty good living, and it's a very prestigious place. These people, what they do, they block the poor and the middle class from having darshan. Who is able to have darshan in the Tirumala Tirupati Balaji temple today is only the rich and famous. Who is responsible for it? The political dispensation is the culprit, okay, which is filling. Okay, why you need so many trustees there? Because they want to suck in the hundi money and use it for their fuel, their cooking, their stay. Everything is free for these guys. Everything is free for these guys, the whomever is in the board. Okay, folks, you know what? This is two message here. One is you see Hindus nowadays are becoming more aware. They are not putting as much as money in the hundi nowadays because they know it is going for conversion. In Andhra's case, it is going for paying for the pastors and Christian conversion propagandas, Hajj yatras and more. And so they don't put it. So now these goons are involved in the extraction. Okay, so you want to have darshan, this is it. You pay 10,500 per ticket, and of course now they are going with the 1 crore to 1.5 crores ticket. Okay, to have darshan, and these people will be in the sanctum. Okay, sitting and watching the having darshan of Balaji. But you know what? Who cannot have, folks? The poor and the middle class. You know why they cannot have it? Because they are the vulnerable one for the conversion. Why they are vulnerable? So what happens to TTD board? Because if they are pushed out, you see, the another thing they do is they bring the caste card inside. SC, ST, BC, fisherman community, and whatever they set as per their political agendas, they will bring them alone inside for free darshan. Not for everybody, okay? Not for everybody, not for you, not for me. Okay, I am saying you, are you as upset as I am that our temples are being used for political benefit, stealing and conversion? Do you think our God doesn't ask ticket money to come and have darshan? Do you believe that? Or you think our God is so heartless that God says, hey, you came from Ayodhya, you came from Rajasthan, you came from Delhi, bringing all the saved money. Yeah, you are not going for Hajj Yatra, so you had to pay for the ticket, train ticket, flight ticket, bus ticket, and you came all the way to Tirupati, but you didn't buy the ticket for my darshan, so you cannot even see my Gopuram. The temple tower also you are worthless to see. Do you think that's what our God says? Do you believe in that? If not, folks, I am saying you comment. Okay, you comment so loud, the political dispensation today has to hear it. Okay, the Hindus are upset, folks. Hindus like me and you are upset, and they should know it. And comment and share it with as many people as you can, because this shall stop, and this shall stop now. Jai Govinda, Jai Govinda, Jai Govinda.